What's going on, guys? It's Investing Hustler here, and today I'm going to talk about the marijuana industry and why we have seen a bunch of red days since the legalization date. And also, I'm going to tell you three possibilities of what I think could happen with Aurora Cannabis shares. So let's review some of these companies and how they're doing so far. Keep in mind these numbers will most likely change by the time the markets are closed, which I'll most likely be uploading this video when the markets are closed, depending how long it takes me to edit and put this video together. So I'm going to talk about a few companies and how they're doing right now. Well, before we get started, I would like to ask you guys to please give me a like. It really helps my channel and it will push me to make more videos. So let's try to get this video to 100 likes. So as we know, today is a red day in the marijuana sector, but that's not the only red we're seeing today. So as you can see, the S&P 500 is down 1.33%, the Dow 30 is down 1.24%, Nasdaq is down 1.2%, the Russell 2000 is down 1.35%, crude oil is down 3.58%, and it seems to be that the only thing that is in the green right now is gold, and gold is up almost 1%. So everything's down right now. Marijuana is down. The marijuana industry is down big, and the only thing that seems to be in the green right now is gold, which doesn't surprise me because a lot of people might just be taking their money out of the marijuana sector, out of the stock market, and putting it into gold. So pretty much since legalization date, we have seen a huge decline in the marijuana industry. And one of the reasons are because we have not met expectations. Like, sales for the very first day in British Columbia were only $41,000. Sales in the very first day for Alberta was $730,000. For Quebec, $220,000. Nova Scotia was $660,000. PEI was $152,000. And as for Ontario, Manitoba, and Newfoundland, they didn't respond back to global news by posting of the story. So we don't know what the first day sales were for those provinces. Saskatchewan said that they don't track pot sales, while New Brunswick chose not to provide their sale numbers. So to me, it seems like sales did not meet expectations. I expected at least one of these provinces to be in the millions. I know it's only the very first day, but there was a lot of hype around it, which could have been the reason why marijuana declined on legalization day, because on legalization day, the sales did not meet expectations. So right now we're looking at Aurora Cannabis, and as of right now, Aurora is at $9.85 per share, and they're down 13 point, well, it keeps changing, 13.8%. And to me, it seems like it's kind of recovering, but this might be a bull trap. So we're going to find out by the end of the day whether Aurora will go back up above $10 a share or will continue to dip and go below 9. But it kind of does look like it's going to be above $10 when the markets close, but we'll see. Maybe I'll do a quick review at the end of the video when I'm done editing, and I'll make a review at the end and show you guys how the markets are when they close. So right here we have Canopy Growth, and this is the Canadian ticker symbol wheat.to, and right now they're currently selling at $51.26. And they're only down 5.8%, which isn't too bad compared to Aurora Cannabis. And we'll move on to the next company. And right here we have Canopy Growth, but this is the American ticker symbol. Similar losses, 5.3%. This is ticker symbol CGC, and they're selling at $39.35. Seen a small decline in Canopy Growth, and the main reason is probably because they already have $5 billion invested into them. So this does seem to be the safest stock. And as for Tilray, it's selling at $114.08, and they're only down 7%, around 7%. A lot of these companies have seemed to recover because in the morning these companies seem to have dropped a lot more. So they're slowly recovering. We're going to see today, by the end of the day, maybe we might end the day green. And this might have been just like a small little morning sell-off, and it might recover by the end of the day. So right now we have Apria, ticker symbol APH.to, and they're selling at $14.83. And Apria has also recovered because I remember in the morning they were down a lot more. And then right here we have Kronos Kron, and they're selling at $8.35, and they're down 2%. So Kron has barely declined today. So we're going to see at the end of the day how they do. Right here is Organogram, and they've dropped 10%, and they're selling at $5.38. So it'll be nice to see what happens at the end of the day with Organogram. And right here we have Namaste, and Namaste has declined a lot today, and they're down at $1.57, and they're down 17.8%. Now I'm currently holding on to Namaste shares at $1.42, and I had 4,000 to 5,000 shares at one point. and I'm currently holding on to, I don't know the exact number, I could check, but I'm at around 1,200 Namaste shares. So if Namaste goes below $1.42, I will be buying back all the shares that I've sold. And onto the Green Organic Dutchman, T God, and they've been declining a lot in the past few weeks. So they're down 8% today. They're selling at $3.79 a share, and I'm currently holding on to T-God at a loss. So this does look like a good buying point for me, just to average down. So I'm gonna see. I think I might pick up some shares at this point because it does look like the market's slowly recovering, but we're gonna see at the end of the day whether T-God recovers or continues to decline. And right here we have Hexo. So Hexo's selling at $5.38, and they're down about 7.7%. Hexo's following the same pattern as all these other marijuana companies. They seem to be recovering, so it does look like we might end the day green, but at the same time this could possibly be a bull trap. So I'm actually very curious to see how this market ends today. And last but not least, I just wanted to see IGC, how they're doing, and surprisingly they're only down 5.5%. IGC is one of those companies that has that's went up 2,000% in 3 months, and they've went down 80% in 3 weeks. So it's gonna be very interesting to see how IGC ends the day. I won't be surprised if IGC goes down 20% or ends the day up 20%. It's one of those very volatile companies and very risky companies because there's a lot of suspicious stuff going on with that, but it is very possible to make a lot of money with this company. And that's it for the review. So now I'm going to be talking about 3 possibilities that could happen with Aurora Cannabis. And of course, I'll give you the best case scenario and the worst case scenario. So if you've been investing into marijuana for the last year at least, then a day like today is not a surprise to you because we've seen similar patterns like this. Back in January, Aurora was at an all-time high at around, it almost hit $15, and then you've seen a drop all the way down to a drop below $9. And then what happened after that? It recovered pretty nicely and it hit all-time highs again, and it's seen a little bit above $15. But almost immediately after it reached those all-time highs, it dropped all the way down to a little bit above $7. So we've seen these patterns before, and since then Aurora has done some recovering and then sold off, recovered and then sold off, and it reached the low of $5.20 something cents, and since then has been on a massive bull run. I'm not saying that this pattern is going to repeat itself, but sometimes history does repeat itself. So as you can see right here, Aurora has hit new all-time highs of $16, and which is why when Aurora hit around here, around $15, I sold off like a good chunk of my shares. Well, only 400 shares. I should have sold more. I wish I sold 1,000, but I didn't. I sold 400 shares. Pretty much ever since, as you're witnessing right now, it has done a nice sell-off. Does this mean the sell-off is over? It might not be, or it could be over. It could be recovering. It might do the same pattern. I'm not saying none of this is guaranteed to happen. It might recover, reach new all-time highs, and then sell off again. But you could see that pattern happening again. But what I do see for Aurora is that they will be bouncing off this line right here. So this right here might be the support line for Aurora. $7. So if Aurora goes below $7, so this is a possibility that it could go to $7. It could. So it could bounce off from $7 and then recover nicely. Another possible support line could be right here. So you could see it recover right here, but then it might also go back down. But that's like the best case scenario right there. That's the best case scenario. And then the worst case scenario would be, and this is what no one wants to see, and I'm really hoping it doesn't do that, but in a way it's going to create a very good buying opportunity. I'm not saying this, obviously it probably won't happen today. This could be a bull trap right here. You could see Aurora going down and then recover and then go down more. But the thing is, if it goes below this line, I could see it hitting new lows. I could see it going below, maybe back to 550. At this point, you don't know. You don't want it to go below $7. If it goes below $7, then it's a possibility that it might go back to $5 a share. That's like the worst case scenario. Like if it bounces around $7, like this, I feel like this is a key point right here. If it bounces around $7, then we're gonna feel safe. But if it goes below that, then who knows how low it would go. But at that point, it's an amazing buying point. It makes me happy that I'm holding on to some cash and that I collected a lot of my profits. So there's 3 possible resistance lines right here. It's this one, and it could bounce right now, and it's this one right here, which is about $7. So if it goes below $7, we're gonna see a new low, possibly hit $5. Once again, this is just by looking at these charts. None of this is guaranteed, but these are the 3 possible things that could happen to Aurora within the next couple of months. So only time will tell. Obviously, I'll be buying at each one of these points. I'm not picking up any shares now because that would mean that I'm averaging up. So at this point, I'm not buying any shares. If it reaches this low, then I will be buying shares, and if it reaches this low, then I definitely will be buying shares. So we're gonna see how low Aurora can go. Like I said already, it could be recovering right now. We could see it go back up, or it could be a little bull trap, and then we do see it go back down to below $7. So this is very messy. I hope you guys understand. I should have maybe cleaned it up a bit. Right now Aurora is recovering. It's at about $10.53 a share. When I started my video, it was at about $9.50, so it went up $1. So we're gonna wait and see how low Aurora will go, or if it's gonna recover. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave me a like, and if you're not subscribed yet, don't forget to hit that notification bell and smash that subscribe button. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.